All right, getting ready for an Orthopedic Supply Shop Manager interview. We've got some RoleCatcher resources to help you nail it. Think of this deep dive as, turning all that information into focused confidence.
Exactly, yeah. We're going to break down sample questions, really figure out what the interviewer wants, and brainstorm some, awesome responses.
Plus, we'll sprinkle in some career insights from RoleCatcher's guides. And we'll look at how their AI can help you tailor your answers, get feedback, and make your responses really shine. Ready?
Absolutely, let's go.
Okay, right into the interview questions. The RoleCatcher guide, first one that stood out to me was, can you tell us about your experience in managing an orthopedic supply shop? Seems pretty straightforward, but what are they really looking for?
Right, it does seem pretty simple, but they want to see you really get the industry. Think beyond just listing past jobs, like what did you achieve? What challenges did you overcome? How'd you stay up to date on trends?
So instead of just saying I managed a team, I should talk about results, like implementing a new inventory system.
Exactly. Numbers, quantifiable results. It shows you're not just managing, but solving problems and making an impact.
Okay, that makes sense. What about follow-up questions, like what was the biggest lesson you learned from that experience?
Oh, they love that question. Be ready with a story, something that shows you learned from a tough situation and adapted, like maybe a difficult supplier or a sudden spike in demand. How did you handle it? What did you learn?
Okay, so showing how I've grown and changed as a manager. Got it.
Mm.
Next question. How do you ensure that inventory levels in the shop are maintained appropriately? Feels like it's about organization and efficiency.
It is, but it's also finding that balance between meeting customer needs and keeping waste down. They want to know you can handle the, money and logistics of inventory.
Should I talk about inventory systems I've used or like my experience with forecasting demand?
For sure. Specific systems or software you've used shows a deeper level of understanding. You could even talk about how you've worked with suppliers to get good deals and make sure things arrive on time.
Okay, so being proactive is key. Follow-up questions. Could they ask, how do you handle a situation where a product is discontinued or demand explodes?
Very likely, yeah. They want to see you think on your feet and problem solve. Have an example ready that shows those skills and how you can adapt.
Okay, seeing a pattern here. It's not just knowing answers, it's about experience and how you handle tough stuff. All right, next. How do you manage and motivate your team? Classic leadership question.
It is. This is your chance to show off those leadership skills. How you delegate, give feedback, and recognize achievements, that kind of stuff.
So talk about leading meetings, setting goals, mentoring new employees, those sorts of things.
Yes. Specific examples are gold. Share a story about a time you motivated someone or helped them develop new skills.
Okay, next one. Can you tell us about a time when you had to resolve a difficult customer issue? Everyone loves a good problem-solving story.
This is where you show off those customer service skills and how you handle conflict. Choose an example where you stayed calm, listened, and found a solution that made the customer happy.
Like a time a customer wasn't happy with a faulty product, and I, fixed the situation and turned them into a repeat customer.
Exactly. Shows problem-solving skills and that you care about making customers happy.
Follow-ups. Could they ask, what steps did you take to prevent similar issues in the future?
For sure. They want to see that you're proactive, learning from your mistakes. Have an example ready that shows how you made things better for customers.
Okay, this is really helpful. Feeling more confident already. Now, question number 5. Can you discuss your experience in managing a budget for a retail operation?
This one is all about showing your financial skills. Be ready to talk about how you've created budgets, tracked expenses, and made good decisions to make sure things are profitable.
Should I mention budgeting software I've used or talk about strategies I've used to, keep costs down or boost revenue?
Yeah, absolutely. Specifics are key here. Think about those tough decisions you made or times you analyzed data to make things better financially.
I'm guessing a possible follow-up is, how would you handle a situation where sales are below projections?
You got it. Be ready to talk about how you'd boost sales, cut costs, or adjust your strategy based on what's happening in the market.
This is making me think about RoleCatcher's AI. I remember reading about how it can tailor answers and give feedback.
Absolutely. It can be a game changer for interview prep. Analyzing your answers, suggesting improvements, even helping you find those key words that are important for this specific job.
Wow, so after I write my responses, I could use RoleCatcher to make sure they're strong and really fit the job.
Exactly. It's like having a virtual interview coach helping you polish those answers and boost your confidence.
Incredible. Okay, back to those interview questions. The next one. How do you stay up to date with the latest products and trends in the orthopedic supply industry? This feels like a chance to show off my passion for this field and that I'm always learning.
Exactly. They want to see you're not just knowledgeable about the current stuff, but that you're actively seeking out new information and, staying ahead of the curve.
So should I talk about specific publications I read, conferences I attend, or online forums I'm in?
Absolutely. Give them concrete examples. You could even mention a recent development that caught your eye or a new product you're excited about.
Okay, so showing that I take the initiative to learn is key.
Exactly. And don't hold back on showing your enthusiasm for the field. That passion can be contagious.
Okay, I'm ready for the next question.
Great, let's do it. Okay, back to those interview questions. But before that, I want to touch on career progression.
Oh, good point. Acing the interview is one thing, but what about the future? Where can this role take me? What kind of growth is possible?
Exactly. And RoleCatcher has some great insights on this. Their career guide lays out a path, starting as an orthopedic supply shop assistant, then moving up to sales associate, then senior sales associate, and finally, manager.
It's cool to see how the roles build on each other. Learn the basics, advise customers, mentor others, and finally lead the whole team. Seems natural.
Yeah, it does. And seeing how each step sets you up for the next is helpful. Like starting as a shop assistant, you learn about the products. That really helps when you move into sales and start working with customers.
Right, it's not just stocking shelves. It's understanding how these products help people. I guess that understanding gets deeper as you go.
It does. As a sales associate, you're not just bringing things up, you're helping people find solutions. And as a senior sales associate, you use data to see the big picture, understand trends, and figure out ways to improve sales.
Sounds like lots of room for growth.
Totally. And at each stage, there are specific responsibilities that show you're getting more expertise in leadership.
What stood out to you as a key responsibility at each stage?
Well, for the entry-level shop assistant, I saw they mentioned maintaining a clean and organized workspace. Might seem basic, but it shows you're detail-oriented and take pride in your work.
True. It also makes things better for everyone, customers and coworkers.
Exactly. Then as a sales associate, you're processing sales and handling cash registers. You build communication and customer service skills and get comfortable with the money side of things.
Those are skills you need no matter what you do.
Totally. As a senior sales associate, more responsibility kicks in, like training and mentoring new hires, sharing your knowledge, and helping others grow.
Real leadership, taking charge and helping the team get better.
It is. And as a manager, you're in charge of everything, including developing and implementing sales strategies. You got to think strategically, know the market, and find ways to increase sales and grow the business.
Seems like lots of responsibility, but also lots of opportunity to learn and grow. Inspiring to see how someone can start small and end up managing the whole thing.
It is. That's why I think you shouldn't just focus on this one job during an interview, but think about the future too.
Yeah.
Show them you're ambitious, you want to learn, and you see yourself in this field for a while.
Great point. Okay, back to those interview questions. This one. Well, can you discuss your experience in developing and implementing sales strategies for a retail operation? This is where I show off my expertise in strategic thinking.
It is. They want to see that you understand retail, can spot opportunities, and make plans to boost sales.
Should I talk about campaigns I've run or sales techniques I've used?
Absolutely. Specific examples. Talk about how you analyzed customer data, found your target market, or created cool promotions. Did you start a loyalty program? Partner with local businesses? Launch a successful social media campaign?
Great ideas. I can also talk about training my sales team, teaching them good communication, and how to demo products effectively.
Perfect. Show them, a well-trained team is crucial and that you have what it takes to make that happen.
What about follow-up questions? Could they ask, how do you measure the effectiveness of your sales strategies?
Oh, they totally could. Be ready to talk about metrics, data analysis, and how you track results. Show them you're all about data-driven decisions.
Great. Feeling way more prepared to tackle this question. Okay, next. Can you discuss your experience in managing a team of sales representatives? Seems like leadership plus sales skills all rolled into one.
Exactly. They want someone who can manage a team, but also inspire and motivate them to hit those sales targets.
So I should talk about setting clear goals, giving good feedback, and creating a positive environment.
For sure. But go beyond the basics. Share a story about coaching a team member to better their performance or working together to hit a tough sales target.
I could mention training programs I've implemented to keep my team's product knowledge sharp and fine-tune their sales techniques.
Excellent. Shows you value professional development and ongoing learning. Now, be ready for this. How do you handle underperforming team members?
Ooh, tough one. I guess I should talk about performance management, feedback, expectations, and addressing performance issues.
You got it. And it's not about punishing. It's about helping them improve and giving them the support they need.
Really helpful.
Hmm.
I'm seeing these follow-up questions are where I can stand out and show my experience and problem-solving skill.
They are. And remember, RoleCatcher's AI can help you practice and get feedback. It's like having a virtual coach.
So helpful. Okay, next question. How do you ensure that the shop maintains a high level of customer service and satisfaction? Sounds like the golden question for any retail manager.
You said it. And it's more than just smiles and being nice. They want to see that you get customer-centric culture, have systems to measure satisfaction, and deal with issues head-on.
So talk about initiatives I've used to get customer feedback, address concerns, and train my staff to provide great service.
Yes, talk about empowering your team to go above and beyond, solving complaints, and creating a culture where every customer feels valued.
I can also talk about using feedback to improve and make the customer experience even better.
Perfect. Show them you're not just reacting, you're being proactive about customer service.
All right, hit me with a potential follow-up. What do you think they'll ask?
Maybe. What steps would you take to turn a negative customer experience into a positive one?
Okay, got to be ready to share a story where I turned a bad situation around and went above and beyond for the customer.
Exactly. Think about a time you exceeded expectations and left a customer happy.
It's so helpful. It's like these interview questions are chances to tell my story, show my experience, and show how much I care about this field.
You got it. And prep is key. The more you practice, the better you'll feel.
All right, bring on the final question.
Great. This one often pops up towards the end. Okay, so we've covered a lot. Interview questions, the career path, and even how RoleCatcher's AI can help you get ready.
Yeah, it's been great. And we've seen how each question is a chance to tell your story, show your experience, and why you're the perfect fit for this orthopedic supply shop manager role.
Absolutely. It's not just about knowing the right answers, but showing what you bring to the table.
Exactly. And now for that final interview question, the one that often pops up at the end. What are your salary expectations? Always a bit tricky.
Yeah, it can be. But it's about knowing your worth and being prepared.
So how do I answer without, selling myself short or asking for too much?
First, research. Look at industry standards. What similar jobs pay in your area? Sites like Glassdoor or Salary.com are good for that. Think about your experience, what you bring to the table, and the specific duties of the role.
Finding that balance between being realistic and confident in my value.
Exactly. And be ready to explain your reasoning. If you're aiming high, highlight achievements or skills that back up your request.
Follow-up questions. Can they ask about other benefits that are important to me?
Definitely. That's where you show you've thought beyond just the money. Think health insurance, paid time off, professional development, retirement plans. What matters most to you and why?
Super helpful. Feeling much better about handling that question now.
Good, good. Even if it's a bit nerve-wracking, stay confident and professional.
Okay, I'm ready. We've done the interview questions, but before we wrap up, let's touch on RoleCatcher's AI again. How can it help with interview prep?
Right. RoleCatcher's AI feedback is awesome for refining your answers. You answer practice questions, and the AI looks at clarity, relevance, and keywords that are key for the job.
Like a virtual coach, pointing out improvements and making my answers fit the role better.
Exactly. It even picks up on things like tone and word choice, suggesting ways to sound more confident.
That's so cool. And there's that video practice feature too, right?
Yes. You record yourself answering questions and get AI feedback on how you come across. Body language, eye contact, tone of voice. It gives you tips on how to present yourself well.
Wow, it's like having a personal coach analyzing everything and helping me get better.
You got it. Practice makes perfect, right?
Okay, so we've tackled interview questions for an orthopedic supply shop manager, explored the career path, and seen how RoleCatcher's AI can be a game changer for your prep.
We have. As you go into this interview, remember, it's not just about giving the right answers. It's about showing your passion, your knowledge, and why you're committed to this field.
It's about showing them you're not just a manager, you're a leader who's ready to make a difference.
Exactly. With the right prep and attitude, you can nail this interview and start a rewarding career as an orthopedic supply shop manager.
Awesome. Go out there, be confident, be yourself, and good luck.
Good luck.